Okay, it's been a couple of 2, 3 months since I did a video, so I'm going to do an overview on my hobbies. I think I'm going to call this video my hobbies or something. Anyways, that's a good friend of mine made that sign for me. Ed, thank you. And that leads into my man cave. Anyways, the Lego layout here, that was first hobby from a while back. I mean, I've been doing Legos for God, 30 years, but more maybe. Anyways, these are all the way around the room. Some of these Legos granddaughter built. I'm not going to spend too much time scanning those. Warbirds, I love warbirds. Anyway, this Lego grew over the years, and a lot of the buildings are mocks, my own creation. They're just ones I built. I built a bunch of them on the computer on a program called oh my goodness. Anyway, I can't even remember it now what it's called. But anyways, that building there, hospital over there. Anyway, this thing grew. Started out as like maybe a 3x8. Then it grew 2 feet more, and then an L, and then we moved to this house 5 years ago, and it's different. The buildings are, most of them lighted, but I'm not turning any of them on because it's a lot. It'd be taking me forever. Lighted there. A lot of the vehicles had flashing LEDs in them that are controlled by a circuit that's in there, and a small watch battery, and the batteries don't last too long even when you don't use them because they're always pulling a little bit of power. That Santa Fe train over there is an original train from 20 some years ago. It has lights in all the cars. The engines have lights in them, but you have to take the roofs off to turn the switches to get them on. So once again, I'm not doing that. Hospital. Been in some other videos. Anyway, just mainly about trains. Anyway, the Legos, grandkids, great grandkids really. They love it. They run it. This is their main play table. They like to rearrange it all the time and shoot those little things out of one of those cannons. Anyways, more Legos under there. Anyways, end scale. This has been done in the last year. This is an end scale layout. Oops, the trains are getting close together. I'm going to need to speed one of them up. I don't have a two-line main. It's just one. So, but they are run individually on DCC. I was going to start with DC. I started with DC with I don't know where it's at, right there, that box that says M2, that was some track and some other stuff, a couple switches, a transformer, other stuff. I only use the transformer to throw the switches now, 4 of them. Anyways, lights are all on, Woodland Scenics. Anyway, yeah, I was gonna make, if I'd have made it wider, I could have thrown another loop around it, but I'm good with this. This is the HO that I started, God, 6 years ago. It's 19 feet long, 4 feet wide at the 2 ends. I'm not going to run that because I'd have to do a different power hookup. But once again, there's a lot of lights on it, and I'm a 4-axle diesel lover, but I do have a steam engine, but it's in there. It's a Broadway Limited. It's a 462, I think. Yeah. Anyways, I love Norfolk Southern. I love CSX. Chassis System. That's what I grew up in. This is my little it's my little container place. Yeah, I'm sorry. The words were just not coming. Intermodal. Anyway, that's a little intermodal thing, but it's not done with a crane. I do have an intermodal crane on the England, though. Not working, of course. It's all fixed in place. Most of everything's glued down pretty much, but there are some things that the kids could move. Anyways, little switcher, Broadway Limited. Had some trouble with that sometimes, but, and then there's also a F3. That was the first one for the end scale. Anyways, and let's move on, so this thing's not real long, to this is puzzle table. This over here is my workstation for everything, but I'm just recently, since December, got back into model cars. I built some cars. I'll get those in a minute. This is a 66 Fleetwood pickup truck I'm working on. I like it. Having multiple hobbies is great. Anyways, the next car, of course, will be this Chevy Impala Super Sport. This all started with, I believe this was a 62 or 63. It was a die-cast body. It was a kit. It was really easy to put together. Very little painting I had to do. Mostly put it together, glue it, do other stuff. There was another Corvette up here that my son-in-law Marty gave me. And it's a Corvette, same thing, easy to put together. I can't remember the name of the company, but it's a little larger scale. Of course, these are cars that I love. Muscle machines from way back. Yep. Yep, muscle machines. Warbirds, as I mentioned earlier. Some other ones. Remote control airplane, I'll do a video about that someday about that. We're going to do that again pretty soon. There's more Warbirds. I'm running out of room. I don't know where I'm going to put the other models. There's more Warbirds. Eventually, I guess we'll go all the way across. And last but not least is the Lionel layout for the great grandkids. I'm not running it right now because it makes a lot of noise. But it's got two lines. It's got some lighted buildings. I'll turn the power on. I'm not going to run the trains, but I'm going to turn the power on just so the lights will come on. Anyways, there's lights in that station and that tower too, but there are LEDs up on the roof with batteries, and I have to take the roofs off, and so I won't be doing that. Those are the engines saying fire me up, but I'm not going to do that right now. That one drop gate works from a track here, but the second one not. I'm probably not going to do it. I had some issues with that anyways. I wish I'd have gotten the other gates with the lights and the bells and all that stuff. They were a lot more expensive though, but not only that, I don't have enough room. There's not enough room between the two tracks, so I'm not dealing with that. This is a hobby shop that has some tree layouts inside that go around. A little noisy, but it's okay. And this is an 8-minute video, and I think I am done. Those, of course, are some Menards items. There's a couple Menards cars. A truck. And there's a Penske truck over there. Anyways, oops. Finger in the camera. Oh, and that's just some shelves with the overflow. That would be what my brother Steve called the back lot. Anyways, thanks for watching.